So I'm recording this right after the last one, only because I just have like a lot more to talk about, and I don't want to make the videos like fucking 20 minutes long, because who the fuck wants to sit through that? Holy shit, is that Santa Claus? Can we just talk about how good Jubilee videos are? Jubilee? I swear to God, they should be having like tens of millions of views from how good their topics be. Like, I swear on everything, like, just whoever comes up with the ideas to make their videos, they need to get a fucking raise. Because I swear, some of these videos, I would have never thought about, like, seeing ever. Like, I seen one where it was, now keep in mind, I don't usually watch these kinds of videos, but it'll be like, one man has to pick through like 6 women based off of their tattoos. Bro, that video was funny as fuck. I swear to God, that shit be so funny. And it'd be so funny when it'd be like those same type of like dating videos, like no matter what the other topic is. And I swear, they always like vote out like the worst possible choice. Like, they'll vote out a girl and then she'd be the baddest girl you ever seen. It just be so funny. And then you just see their face just go from like normal looking to like hopeful to like total annihilation, because they're like, damn, she kind of bad though. I ain't gonna lie though, like that tattoo one, I don't know why they had them like, I think they had them in like underwears and a bra, and I was like, damn, YouTube allowing this like for free? For free? Oh yeah, so I recently started like watching TV shows again, and I got into this one show. It's called Love, Death, and Robots, because I've been seeing clips about it on TikTok, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? This looks cool as shit. I've never heard of this show, and it's been out since like 2019. Like, I've never heard of this show before, and it's amazing. Like, just the visuals and everything, it's like insane. I like it so much. Like, it's so artistic. Like, it kind of, I wouldn't say it reminds me of anime, because it really doesn't, but like American animation is so like unique. Like, it kind of brings me back to where I'm like drawing a blank. Treasure Island. What was the other one where it was like the Lost Island of Atlantis or some shit? I forgot what that was called, but that was a good one too. Fucking, my favorite shit used to be Spirit, bro. Spirit is such a good movie, even though like the horses don't even fucking talk, but like you can still like see the emotion on their like faces and stuff, and mannerisms. Like, it's such a good movie. Like, my girlfriend, she's never seen those movies before, so you know I had to put her on. Bruh, she cried. I ain't gonna hold you. She cried through some of those movies, rightfully so. Like, bro, those are some good movies, and I promise you, kids these days will never understand how good those movies were. Like, obviously they could go back and watch it, but man, those are just so good. I wish they made movies like that still, because I swear it just shows like the passion that people had, the content that they were making. Like, I promise you, if you go back and watch those movies, you would probably think that people like authentically enjoyed making those, unlike they're just making the movie to make the movie. Like, it's just like video games. Like, now it feels like people are just making video games to make a buck or two. Like, they're just making it for money's sake. But if you go back to like the late 2000s, I want to say early 2010s, bro, games were bangers back then. Now, I'm not disregarding any of the like amazing games that have come out recently in the past like 5 years. We cannot compare like the recent Call of Duties to the earlier Call of Duties. I don't give a fuck if it's for nostalgia purposes, but none of the new Call of Duties can ever compare to what the Modern Warfare series and the first 3 games in the Black Ops universe. Now, I say first 3 games. I'm not talking about Black Ops 1 to 3. I'm talking about World at War, Black Ops 1, and Black Ops 2, because they're in the same universe. They got Reznov, and we literally see Reznov in World at War. So I'm counting that shit as a Black Ops game. I don't give a fuck. But, bro, you cannot compare any of these games to what Modern Warfare, like the OG Modern Warfare and Black Ops had to offer. With Black Ops 1, bro, we had the whole package. We had campaign, we had multiplayer, and we had the revolution of zombies. Like, World at War had zombies, but you can't compare that to the Black Ops 1 zombies. Like, that's just amazing. Like, it's God tier. It really changed the zombies, like, game mode. And just, like, it's crazy because, like, none of these game developers, like, they never put that type of, like, authenticity and compassion into their work anymore. Like, all right, there's a popular discussion, but, like, we always see Battlefield getting slandered because, like, that shit just terrible. I have, like, 3 hours into that game, and if I played it for, like, 2 hours less, I would have returned it, but I couldn't, so I'm stuck with that game in my library. $100 down the drain. Yes, I pre-ordered the Ultimate Edition. Yeah, I'm a fucking dumbass. I started to play like older games like a couple months ago for when I was like streaming. Just, you know, I got tired of multiplayer games. Like, it was just burnt out for me. So I started to play like Dead Space, Bayonetta. Bro, Bayonetta was probably the most fun I've had in gaming in such a long time. Like, it was just pure joy playing that, other than fucking seeing Bayonetta half naked for like majority of the game. But like, it was good. Like, I didn't, like, that wasn't like the main source of my happiness or enjoyment from playing it. Like, that shit was fun as fuck. It got to the point where I literally got a Switch and I bought Bayonetta 2 because it wasn't on any other platform. Like, it was that good. Sadly, I don't know if we can ever get back to that type of like era of gaming. With Elden Ring, that was the closest we could get. That was the closest we've gotten in a while to like the old era of gaming. Like, think about how many like edits have been made on TikTok. Think about how many playthroughs or hours people have put into that game. Like, bro, you let me know if you could do that with a Call of Duty game or any other multiplayer game or any game that releases in this day and time. It's crazy because you can't. Like, there's no shot. I can't even name a single game that I would do that with. That's why I still play fucking Skyrim. A fucking 11-year-old game. That's why I still play Warframe. A 9-year-old game. Like,
behind me.
Why would people still play these older games when, quote unquote, these better looking, newer games are coming out? It's obvious. Like, the older games are just made better. Like, of course they have their own bugs. You know, they don't have. They don't have. Fuck. I don't know how to word it, but of course they're not gonna have the graphical like looks of these other games. It's just something about them. They have the innovation that paved the way for these newer games. Of course, you know, they might have not done it right, but they were the first ones to do it. I think it's objective, subjective, whatever you want to call it, whether you think they did it right or wrong. But bro, regardless, people can always improve on the previous versions. It's common sense, like, and that's another thing. It's common sense. Just listen to your fan base. I don't like. All right, so I don't know about the Gears of War franchise. I stopped playing after like the third one because I had the collection. But I know it's literally for the 6 games that are in that series. They are the exact same, like, controls and everything. I mean, the one thing that's changed is probably switching the melee button and the reload button. Wow, whoop-de-fucking do. It's the same game. You fucking how you go into cover, how you like tactical reload, like all that. It's still the same. And that community is well and alive. They are still there to this day playing. Of course, it's a small like community, but bro, it's alive. Like, you make an edit or something like that on TikTok, I swear to God, people will always come out and be like, yup, I still play this game to this day. The same thing with the FromSoft games, Dark Souls, Bloodborne, fucking, damn, I'm drawing a blank. Demon Souls, literally the same exact game, different story. And look, they drop bangers every release. I just wish that game developers would put in the time and day to actually like focus on their like content. And it doesn't stop at video game developers either. We could always talk about the Halo show. I didn't watch it, and honestly, I don't plan to. I've heard enough of what it has to be about it. All I know is that the people who worked on the show didn't even play the game or read any of the books, and apparently Master Chief is showing his face. That's enough for me, bro. I'm not watching that show, and that's on God. I ain't watching that shit. If Master Chief is showing his face, I'm not watching that. Why the fuck would I watch that? I don't even know. I don't even know how to explain it. Like, it's just, it should be illegal to be doing shit like that. Like, who gave them creative fucking freedom to do that? But yeah, like, I plan on being a game developer in the future, because there's no shot I could let that slide. Personally, I just wouldn't let that slide. So I'm planning on doing something about it. Right now, I'm just finishing my prereqs, and I'm listed under liberal arts, and then I'm gonna fucking go into computer science so I can learn coding and fucking deal with this shit myself. Because that's a fucking crime how people are just making these cheap ass fucking $60 DLCs. I can't. That's disrespectful to the community and anybody who plays games.
This is the bloody life.
Casually and professionally. Like, no, there's no shot. Imagine releasing a dog shit game and you're a developer for that game. Like, there's no shot that you can just sleep at night peacefully knowing that you just released some dog shit. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering why I'm not talking about the game right now, it's because, like, I mean, there's nothing really to talk about. So far, all I've done is beat up a guy or two. I don't know. This isn't really, like, whatever I'm doing isn't really driving the narrative for me, personally. Maybe I'm just not paying attention to what's going on. But I don't know. I don't really know what the fuck is going on. But yeah, you get the gist. I mean, thank God previous generations, like the past like 30 years, have released games for like purchase on platforms, on multiple platforms to play with. Because, bro, imagine we were stuck with games that have come out recently. We would be stuck with like the same 3 games, same 4 games. I swear to God, that shit would be ass. I would actually be depressed. I can never.